Hey guys, sorry it's been a little bit long. How long has it been? I think it's been like 3 weeks. Um, Today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Cause kind of like, hardcore a little bit, but it takes a little bit to get through the weird stuff. So, if you've seen this game before, you know. But, I just dive into it. There. Put this on, and, so you can see the text. Put me right here, I say. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game for content reasons. Please visit that. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Yep. But it's not that type of content. So, yeah. Same stuff out. Hold on. There. Let's go to the new game. There. Okay. Here we go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. I don't know why I have to love it, but That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of worked out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. By starting around high school, she would oversleep more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting on her. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I would feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the sidewalk and let Sarah get up to me. Aha! I have overslept again. I am not doing girls because I cannot do that. Would I cut you this time? Maybe. Only because I need to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Froyo. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have to have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hey. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the street, we become increasingly speckled with other students making a daily commute. By the way, Freya, have you joined a club? Joined a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in many conversations where I specifically go along with what she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that I can't speak today. Worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now. But I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I don't know what a NEET is. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Really, at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah, people do what... Yeah. Why do I let people get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? They already want me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I'll start that by myself too. So, hello. Zuri must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes, and I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. If it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Scary. Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Sari is vice president of the literature club. Yeah, I won't go on to the literature club. No. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I thought 99% she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring some member. And Nasuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly, I don't know, followed Sayori across the school and upstairs to a section of a school rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Yeah. It's like, what happened to music? Yeah. Everyone in the member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori also always says nice things about you. Girl 2. Seriously, you better boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Proyo, that's one of my surprises. Welcome to the club. All would escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Yuri. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Yuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girl. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest one in the club. There. Okay. Smartest one in the club. Don't say things like that. Rie, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Freya. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Takes it completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, you do, Monica. Come sit down, Froyo. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As you already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Siri. Suki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hehe. Well, you know. Your story takes one. So you grab one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sario talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, thinking the best thing would take a bite. It's quiet. Help her notice her sneaking glances in my direction, waiting for me to take a bite. Trying to bite down. I assume sweet of flavor, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Oop. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you making me? It's not like I haven't heard you somewhere before. Maybe made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Well, maybe, but not for you. But not for you. You know. Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down on the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Travis, skip here. You told me that already. You keep the whole tea set in this classroom? don't worry, the teachers give us permission. Alright. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess so. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. That's not. Insulted Yuri away. And with that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be my pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Let her handle this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I would practically drag her rest of Yuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Yuri seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I am surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member or for any major clubs. Were you a leader in the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. Fair. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. If there's any background noise, sorry about that. I'm just looking on here and there's a little bit jumping up a little bit. So if there's a background noise, I'm sorry about that. But, it happens. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it away. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. As different girls all interested in the same goal, I'm gonna just have worked really hard to find all of these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Proyo, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read past reviews, I don't really have a good way to answer that. But for me, in real life, manga, definitely back there. Huh. Manga, exactly. I might reply to myself, half joking. So you get her shut head, suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking. After seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on to be passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerses me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately pressed for something I can relate to a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Rock. I really wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. There's someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what is that? Well, as you guys start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to rant about cute things, don't you, Nancy? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Very slide and... Sorry. A little stuffy nose to be. It was weird, but you know. Yuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts your hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Gary? I don't like writing poems. I don't write them at all. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example of Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same here for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we will all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus now we have a new member. I think it'll help us all get a lot more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Froyo? Monica smiles warmly at me at once. Once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Bear with that. And that's the word. Now that we're getting back to the original topic and you join the club, I've only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Jerry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Just love other clubs to look at and let's train with that. All four girls cheer back at me with a dejected eye. But sorry, I thought. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing phone is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I said then. I'll join the luxury club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. They wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just gave me cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Yeah, I did. Then that makes it official. Welcome to Legend Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a home to bring into the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Royo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my music or writing skills. Already feel like excited welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Asuki clean up their food. Hey, Royo, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Shuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, with two of us depart the class or club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between four girls. Iori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. And will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to all these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts running home to me. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think of your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot reading this. I guess this is, let's see. Forgive, flying, bubbles, sunny, silly, clothes, smiles, insight, fireworks, remember. Sounds good, right? That's what fireworks. Extremely ignorant, cry, tears, spinning, hopeless, push it, intellectual, climax, journey. Fickle, even set, defeat, loud, jump, skipping, color, analysis, puppy, summoner. To defeat. Treasure, ocean, candy, figure, kawaii, milk, headphones, excitement, extreme, off, extreme, hair, wonderful, shiny, various, anxiety, marriage, pain, ambient, tenacious, determination. Socks, lipstick, comfort, party, tenacious, fate, scars, festive, melody, prayer. Hope, peace, romance, shopping, atone, whirlwind, play, fluffy, dazzle, ask, perish. Vacation, frightening, animate. Poof, breathe, amazing, nature, unrestrained, kitty, imagination, vivid, heather, essence, vivid. Warm, pleasure, special, a trophy, clumsy, passion, broken, nibble, depression, empty. Beauty, destiny, clouds, ribbon, crimson, philosophy, controllable, swirl, skirt, rain cloud, controllable. Precious, meager, tragedy, laugh, disown, strawberry, whisper, joy, contamination, contamination, infinite, chocolate, aftermidge, despise, aura, playground, suicide, grief, blush, corvette. Pure, uncanny, cheer, secretive, friends, question, cage, melancholy, I don't know what that says. Mouse, flower, smooth, and candy. Candy Valley, you know. Awesome. Unacquitted. Something or different. I haven't seen. Fear, landscape, hurt, fantasy, kiss, hue, starscape. Fear. Agonizing, game, dark, disaster, dance, giggle, memories, promise, fireflies, horror. Rose, cheeks, email, wrath, papa, heart, bliss, fun, sing, whistle, ray, wrath. Lucky Sparkle Adventure Graveyard, Inflatable, Fallible, Heartbeat, Misery, Charm, Vibrant, Unending, Incapable, Experience, Existence, Inferno, Bouncy, Sweet, Bed, Alone, Shame, Love, Damage, Alone, Mystery, Misfortune, Pout, Valentine, Sensation, Unstable, Raindrops, Journey, Captive, and Shallow, Misfortune. Hi again, bro. I'm glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. Excuse me, sorry about that. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, bro. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment to you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserved any slack. Harry told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. At least, and last year too. I don't know if you plan just to come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Suki surely has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. A manga collection in my shop over there, behind me. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. So succeeded not. Natsuki plops begging to receive. There he is. He always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Yuri, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Bro could be good friends too. Siri. As usual, Siri is oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri. Even brought you something today, you know. Wait, here. Me? Not really. What the heck? Really nothing. What is it? Never mind. You already made it sound like a big deal and it's really not. What do I do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri. I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting it in the first place. So a nice gesture from you to a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it. I won't make it. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. I reached into your bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked you out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is how this girl accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book to you. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sherry and Monica are having serious conversations in the corner. Sherry's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intent expression. She was waiting for this chance. I should be rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. She had a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap. Please notice me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and on her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Cringe. Sorry. I was spacing out, and I muttered, sensing I made her uncomfortable. So, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of it. That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just have to have 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over to the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't actually give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost young sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Aha! Yuri kind of giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Virgo? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She is so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because you have their own goals for their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one, for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing come across, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. At least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into this seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something that I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I understand the Yuri means about reading in company, as if I feel like her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly bad, something maybe a little distracting, but feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. She bent over. It looks like she was reading my book instead. Sorry. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Hear this word, right? I stood at my desk. She looked up against Yuri's, then held my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closed your own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, your shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult from the page. Yuri takes your left arm and holds it to the left of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my arm on the right side of the book. By the way, I turn the page and Yuri has it under her thumb after it flips to her side. When holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Exactly kind of distracting me, as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she is in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. And that's the right Yuri's face again. Ours me. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. It's probably a really exciting game, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We'll continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turned it by my volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. With I'm gently let go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. This is getting weird. And cringe. Yuri, this might be a silly thought. The main character kind of reminds me of me and Mia. It reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I see into her head or anything. Eyes are watery. Anything happens. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. I remain silent for a moment. But Bria, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing. They think that. Wait, I didn't mean to in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time to share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. He releases her hand the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading today. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't actually have too much for preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'd be more fun to read with you after it's up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters on your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Well, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that's everyone ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sherry and Monica are enthusiastically about their poems. Series is a wrinkled sheet of a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in her composition of notebook. I already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. As Kuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their own bags, I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? It's kind of cringe, but I get better over time. Sure, Rihanna. You seem the most experienced, so I should start with her. I trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes line exceptional. Yeah, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then she ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. Really didn't do anything wrong, maybe. That's, I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is acting for style, really. Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at the poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, shows off, maybe to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason if I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they're trying to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from their own topic matter and form fit two together. The end result is that both the cell and the experienceness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can blame. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them, and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with the practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a normal feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to you, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read you your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a joke? Ghost under the light. The traditionals of my hair illuminate. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe claims. I think breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light frickles. I frickle back. I can't curse. I try my best. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I was thinking of that. Oh, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem, even though it's short and it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about the ghosts at all, Freya. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem should only being symbolic. I can't speak. Symbolic. I can't speak, damn it. Oh, there goes my microphone. Symbolically. Ghost. There we are. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more sullen, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Yeah, it's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing the best for you, Proyo. Me too. Hi, Proyo. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, bro. We're all a little embarrassed today, but it's just that sort of barrier that we need to all learn to pass soon. Yeah, that's true. End of my poem. Great job, Brian. I was going over my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it only counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Well, actually, Yuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to just derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, with allowing people to got something out of it just by the feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up by trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always keep you find that suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my own poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident, for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, I see. Well, let's read it now. Okay, this one long. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. I see the directions. Stucco protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I roll blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. I read retinas. Already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Alright. So what do you think? That's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems. I've been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Next episode of this, I'm thinking of doing like voices in the video, like post editing, like with voice, like with voice changing. Yeah. I'm about to try that. So next episode. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect from me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I do put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Hey, think about. Fine. Oh, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. To each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Anyway, you probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, cats can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. Huh? Alright. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it, but just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all so sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? The writing style would make message any less vivid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits hard. But it hits you hard. I like in this film, seeing everyone around you do great things, and it'd be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I can set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Okay. Else bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into the script than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Besides the humor with last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Well, last one. Oh my goodness, this is so good for you. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sorry. You must be seriously reacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it? It's just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's your proyo poem. And that makes it feel extra special. I never wrote a poem in my life. Maybe I have, I just don't remember. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Your hugs she against your chest. You're so weird, Barry. Okay. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, but deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only real good people do. Thanks, Sarah. I'm not sure if Sarah sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing that how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Yay. Now you will read my poem to her, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out with play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay. This is just, I guess, just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. I can't answer just a little bit. It's a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Okay. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. It's just so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright. Alright. I think that's the end of this video here. Thanks for watching. There'll be more. Obviously. And I was debating to do Spider-Man or this. Well, I just had to flip a coin. And this came up. So, no. But I will finish Spider-Man soon. So, yeah. Probably this episode. I don't know. But, we'll see. Thanks for watching. And hope you enjoyed. Comment down below. Or go to Discord. To tell me what you want me to play. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I already said that already. And as always, if I don't see ya, good morning, good evening, good night. See ya.